afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I would really love to share with you my colouring plans for 2026. I'm a little bit late getting this video done, but today is just the perfect opportunity for me to spend a bit of time to sit and go through these plans with you whilst the kids are at school before they get home in about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. So yeah, in this video I will be sharing with you my project books for the year, some other plans that I have, some goals I have set myself and targets and whatnot. And also this year I will be doing 26 of 2026, but unlike last year where I picked 26 books that I wanted to work from, this year I have selected 26 pages. It is in almost 26 books, but some of them are double page spreads, some of them are whips, some of them are in books that I've never even touched before. So I think I've got a really nice variety. I have doubted myself on quite a few, you know, and I wasn't sure if including whips in those 26 was cheating or not, but I thought, you know what? My plans, my rules, this is how I'm working it. So I will be sharing those pages with you as well. So without further ado, we'll just get started. So I've got my Amanda Colours planner, the wonderful Amanda. She created these. And so I will link her YouTube channel in the description. She's just an absolute dream. And so yeah, I will link her channel for you. So I just bought the standard edition from Amazon, but she has an absolutely stunning premium edition of this planner as well. But I was good with this one. The one I had last year by Amanda, that worked out perfectly for me. So I thought I'll just stick with the same sort of thing this year. But I love that she has given us extra pages and bits and pieces in this one. So yeah, I'm really excited. So as you can see, I have labelled my planner. I've got all of my months labelled there, and then I've also got 3 tabs along the top, which just helps me get to the pages that I want a little bit more easier. So I've got goals, trackers and projects. So let's have a look at my goals for the year. Now, I think I've been really ambitious with these plans. If I get them done, great. If I don't, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. So for Q1, which is January to March, I have put here that I would like to complete 20 whips, and that is the same for each quarter. So 80 whips in total. I hope it's doable. I feel like I'm being really ambitious, but I've written it down. If I do it, you know, great. If I don't, it's okay. The whips are there for another day. And then in the first quarter, I will have Hannah Carlson as my focus artist, as she is my all-time favourite. So I would like to complete 8 Hannah Carlson pages. I wrote here, start my sketchbook. For a few years now, I have been planning on making my own colouring book, and I've doubted myself, I've questioned myself, and I've had such an immense lack of confidence, and it just hasn't happened. But I want to dedicate time every single week to my sketchbook to get the ball rolling. I also put ? channel memberships, but for one, I just don't know if that's something that people would be interested in, and 2, not to knock anyone else who does channel memberships. Obviously what works for some people might not work for others, and that's perfectly fine, but I don't know how I feel about, you know, people having to pay a little bit extra for some extra content when I'm happy to do it, you know, without that extra payment. Do you know what I mean? So that just, I don't think channel memberships are going to happen. And then I have also put ? handmade watercolour bookmarks, because in the future, once I build my confidence and get back to my sketchbook and just sort of really get back to my roots, which is illustrating and drawing and designing, I am hoping to at some point, hopefully this year, set up my own Etsy shop, and I will be selling you know, handmade watercolor bookmarks, maybe regular bookmarks, I'm not sure, and then I will have like prints and stickers and all that kind of stuff. So that is the big dream for this year, so let's see if we can make that happen. So then just a quick overview at quarters 2, 3 and 4. Again, like I said, I've got the target of completing 20 WIPs per quarter. Quarter 2, which is April to June, I would like to complete 8 eerie pages, and then I have 2 or 3 print and sticker designs. So there's some stuff in here obviously for colouring, and then a little bit for behind the scenes and original artwork and things like that. So quarter 3, July to September, again we have 20 WIPs, and then also 8 Rita Berman pages. And then in my sort of behind the scenes sort of thing, I would like to research and get quotes for prints, stickers and maybe originals as well. And then quarter 4, October to December, again we've got the 20 WIPs, and then I'd like to complete 8 Lizzie Mary Cullen pages, because since doing my Robin page in her A Magical Christmas book in December, I've just become obsessed with her artwork. I only have 2 of her books. I've got the Magical City and the Magical Christmas. I would love to get Magical Journey. For now, I'm good with the 2 that I've got, but yeah, I would really like to get 8 pages done from her books. Okay, so my focus artists for 2026 are going to be Hannah Carlson, Eerie, Rita Berman and Lizzie Mary Cullen. So I will work, you know, in books by these artists all through the year, but as you noticed just now, I do have dedicated months, dedicated quarters for them as well. And then here we move on to my focus and project books, which I will show you in just a moment. Books to complete. I would really like to complete my Stained Glass Animals Colour by Number book by Jade Summer. That was a project last year with Connor and I didn't get it done. And also my Mandala Mystery Black and White Colour by Number, which I think is really easily doable, to be quite honest. And that is, as you will see, a project book for this year. I haven't put the animals one as a project book because I think, you know, I'll just chip away at that as and when. But the mandala one, yeah, definitely. I started writing this on this page, but I had already set up the 26th of 2026 on a different page, which was here. So I'm going to just repurpose this page. So yeah, this is the 26 pages of 2026, but on some of them I have got, I'll lift it up a little bit for you, I have got sort of like ×2 because that indicates that it is a double page spread. So I've got them all written here, and then I can just tick off the boxes and maybe just write in red next to it, you know, the date I got that page done or whatnot. So we've got all of that there. And then if we look forward to our January plans, I've written here videos I'd like to do, books to work in. I don't have all of the books written that I would like to work in January, but I also don't want to overwhelm myself. So yeah, I've got all of that written down. I've only completed 1 page so far, which isn't great. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm just going to set my planner aside and yeah, we will have a look at the books and pages for this year. Okay, so the first book that I mentioned just now was this one, and this is the one that I said I think it will be pretty easy to just get this one completed this year. this is Mandala Mystery Black and White colouring book. It is a colour by number, and this is by the team at ColorYa. Unfortunately, they are not running anymore, which is a real shame because their quality of books was exceptional. But yeah, this is just a colour by number mandala book. And as you can see, I'm just going to do it really quickly. I have got, you know, a good chunk of the pages in here done. This was my most recent. I completed this one in December. But then I have got other pages in here that I've completed as well. Should we just have a look from the back? That might be a bit easier, mightn't it? Here we go. So there's that one. This one. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's it. So I've got a good chunk of pages to do, but I do think this is realistic to be able to have this one done this year. Okay, my loves, so I'm just going to take a sip of my drink and then we're going to have a look at my my project books. I've got 6, 3 with Connor, 3 of my own, and then there's one where it's a double page spread, but I'm going to be chipping away at it all year, like I did in the Symphony of Cute Animals book by Kanoko Agusa. Okay. Yeah, so I worked in that book last year with an amazing group of colorists and creators over on Instagram. And that group was created by the wonderful Lisbeth, who has become such a truly incredible friend of mine. And I'm just so blessed to have had the opportunity to get to know her and now be able to call her a really good friend of mine. So this year we are going to be working in a different book with, again, a big double page spread for Christmas, with the aim of chipping away at it each month and then completing it by the end of December this year. So I will show you that book in a minute. But the 3 books that will be project books with my partner Connor, who also has a channel over at Connor's Creative Colouring. So we have Matchstick Mouse, a big adventure colouring book, and as you can see, indicated by the washi tape here at the top of the book, this is a current untouched book for me. Oh my gosh, I do apologise. I've ended up letting the cat out. So yeah. So like I said, our first project book is Matchstick Mouse, a big adventure colouring book, and this is by Morgan O'Brien. And this is, oh my gosh, I'm so out of breath. This is an untouched book for me. I think Connor's maybe completed 1 page in his book, but yeah, I love this. I'm not aiming to complete it in 2026, but just to sort of get some pages coloured. I love this one with the hot air balloons. I just think that is so adorable. Yeah, so that is my first project book with Connor this year. We will also be working in Funny Tales by Kevin Tale Art. Now, I really want to do the Princess Kawaii book by Kevin as a project book with Connor, but I don't have that book at the moment. So we decided to do Funny Tales instead. I've only got 1 page coloured in here. It was a buddy colour with Connor. Love this Puss in Boots page. Yeah, it was Beauty and the Beast and they're brushing their teeth. It's a really funny page. It just makes me smile. But yeah, I've come to really enjoy Kevin's artwork. It's just a real shame about the paper. It's thin, it is toothy, but oh my gosh, is this paper thirsty. It just sucks in the ink from alcohol markers and things like that. So yeah, But this was the first page that I had done. I didn't add an awful lot of shading on it, and I look at it now and think I could have done more with it. But I was fine with calling the page done, so that is what it is. But we've got lots of other fun pages here to work through. So yeah, we'll be working through this one. And then our third project book together is Disney Mosaics by Hatchet Heroes, and I love this book. I absolutely love it. I've got a few done in here now. We've got this one here, the Brother Bear page. This one is marked for January because this month is my birthday month, and so I am hosting hashtag Kate's Disney Birthday Bash 26. So we're colouring any Disney pages, any Disney inspired pages, or alternatively just colour any page you like from any book you like. It doesn't have to be Disney, and then maybe just use a colour palette from one of your favourite Disney characters or from like the movie poster of that Disney film. So yeah, just you can make it work for you. So we've got this one here for January, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, I've got a few done in here. A few are from like a couple years back. This is from 2025 with Connor. We did this one. We've done these. This was an old page that I had done. I love this one of Merlin that Connor and I did last year. This is my favourite, the Robin Hood page. I love it. I absolutely love that page. Stitch, that was an old one that I had done. And also the Winnie the Pooh one. So some of the older ones, I do want to go back and kind of rework a little bit, but I'm just really excited to get into this book again this year. I absolutely love it. So yeah, Connor and I will be working through those three books. And then 3 project books that I chose just to sort of work through on my own, or maybe if anybody would like to buddy colour, then just let me know. Either in the comments, or you can contact me via Instagram or email. So the first one, I've picked out a Kirby book. Wish me luck. This is Mythic World by Kirby Rosanas. I've only got one completed page in here so far, which I did for the blog tour because the book was sent to me via the publishers, which I'm so incredibly thankful and honoured to have received. And then I have a really long-standing whip, which is also going to be 2 out of my 26 of 2026 to complete. But yeah, this is just such a beautiful book. I absolutely love it. This one and Mythomorphia are my favourite Kirby books by an absolute landslide. They are just so incredibly beautiful. I'd love to have a go at this one. It's very much out of my comfort zone, but you'll see by some of the books that I've chosen that I am trying to push myself a little bit this year. I adore this one as well. I love every single page in the book, to be quite honest, but oh, look at this. How amazing. Wow. Yeah, this book is just incredible. So this is the page that I have completed. This one. I cannot wait to do the page next to it. I think once I've got my double page spread Forever Whip completed, this will be the page that I come back to, because I'm so drawn to it. I think it is beyond beautiful. So I will be coming back to that page. Oh, some of my clouds look a little bit messy, but that's okay. So yeah, let's get to this one, and I need to, let me just grab my planner a minute. I'm sure I do have this as my one of my 26. Yeah, here. So I need to put a post-it note in here as well, just to indicate, because as you'll see looking through the books, I put pink post-it notes in them. I'll just put ×2 on that one. So when I'm picking the books off my shelves, you know, I can see by looking at them, if they've got a pink post-it note in, they're one of my 26 pages. So it is this Forever WIP, and I do also have this pulled out to work in for January, so really want to get this one done this year. I need this page finished, because this is one of those pages where it's been hanging over me for a long time, and it sounds silly, but it plays on my mind. So yeah, this has to get done. So that is one of my 3 chosen project books. Then I have Glam Noir by Carla Magana. I run the Carla Magana Facebook group, so we have been working through this book for all of 2025, and we are now bringing it into 2026 with us. And each month we just do a page in here as a group buddy colour. So yeah, I've got quite a few done. I'm behind by 2 pages, and I need to get this month's done. So I've got September's and November's pages from last year, these 2 to do. I did get really frustrated with a page, and I did pull it out of the book, so I am missing a page. But we did get quite a few done, which I'm really proud of. So yeah, we did get quite a few done. So we're going to be working through this book again this year. I did put a voting up in the Facebook group to say, you know, would you guys like to continue with this book, or do you want to, you know, should we choose a different book? And the majority wanted to continue with this one, so that's what we're doing. There is a few pages also that I did sort of in my own time before we had this as a project book, and I think this was one of them. My creepy Snow White. So yeah. There's some pages in here that I like so much more than others. This isn't a favourite, and neither was that one. However, I really like this one. And this was December's page. So yeah, we're getting there. So that is another project book. And then my last project book is this one. This is Wondrous Folk by Christine Karen. And I purchased this in December, and I absolutely love it. So now I just need to get the Little Folk book. But this is just beyond beautiful. It is absolutely stunning, and so this is going to be a project book for this year as well. These pages, I will admit, they do take me a while, because I really like to take my time and try and do like my absolute best work on them. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but it is just a phenomenal book. Her artwork is breathtaking. I love this. This is probably my favourite page in the book, but I don't colour her yet, because I'm not what's the word? I'm not practiced or skilled in darker skin tones, so that is something I need to focus on this year. But I have this one pulled out for January, this page here. She's called May, And I want to colour her like Rapunzel this month, so I want to get a start on her really soon, because it is the 9th of January today, and like I said, I've only completed one page so far, so a slow start to the month, but I'm also just having a few difficulties. But yeah, this will be my 3rd focus book for the year. And then the double page spread that I was talking to you about, as like the Christmas, you know, we sort of chip away at it each month. This year is from Story of Precious Cats by LiQWYD, and it is this double page spread. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. So yeah, the aim is to do what we did last year with the Symphony of Cute Animals page, and just colour an element each month, and sort of just slowly chip away at this page throughout the year, and then it'll be done by the end of December. And I just think that is such a really, really lovely idea. So this month I intend on putting some watercolour down on my gingerbread houses as a base. So I would really like to do that, and also maybe bring the same colour over onto these train tracks here that kind of look a little bit like, maybe like flattened shortbread biscuits. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. But if I can just get like a base of watercolour on the houses this month, I'll be really happy. So we will see how that goes. So I will be showing you my progress through the year on this book. Okie doke. So now we are going to get into the 26th of 2026. So obviously you've seen the 2 pages from Mythic World by Cabby Rosanas. So that is 2 of the 26. Then I have pulled out this gorgeous little book. This is My Tiny Forest colouring book by Nina Stajner, and I chose this page. I just thought this was so cute, and I know it's a wintry page, but I absolutely love it. I've only completed 1 page in here so far, and it was this one. It was this page here, just in front. But whenever I look through this book, I always stop on this page, so I thought, you know, what better page to do as one of my 2026 than this one, because I know it's a page I love and a page that I would look forward to coming in and getting done. Then I have the Crystal colouring book. This is by Kate O'Hara and is a current untouched book in my collection. And as one of my 26, I have picked this page here, which is, please excuse the pronunciation, Labradorite. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But again, it feels like a really wintry and sort of snowy page, and I don't know, I love it, because I'm still in that sort of wintry mindset, because the temperatures here have been so cold. But I just think this is beautiful, and I love this animal here. I think it's absolutely stunning, and I'm really looking forward to pushing myself out of my comfort zone and researching these crystals and the colours on them and how to do them. And I've also got sort of like a Northern Lights, you know, Aurora Borealis here in the background, and I've always been scared on how to colour one of those. So yeah, this page, although it doesn't look super involved, it is going to be a real challenge for me. So yeah, I've picked this one. And then I have pulled out Romantic Country, the 3rd tale by Eerie. And again, can you see a pattern forming here? I've picked this double page spread. So this I have written down as 2. I'm sure I have this written down as 2 of the pages. Where is it? Yeah, ×2, Romantic Country Third Tale. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I've got this one written down, and I think, yeah, I've been looking at this page for years and I love it. And I think it's just such a stunning page, and I really hope that I can redeem myself, because years ago I coloured these two pages. I love this one, and then I went on to do this one, and I don't like it at all. I don't like, I really messed up the background. That was just layers and layers of Arteza paint, and just, and I've gone like up here with the green. It just doesn't match. I just, yeah, I don't like it. And so it's kind of put me off coming back to this book. I do have a second copy because I love these books, but I really want to, oh, I've done that one as well. Forgot about that in this one. But yeah, I would really like to redeem myself, and so I think I'd like to have a go at doing that with this double page spread. So this is going to be a really fun one to do. And I can just see using sort of a lot of soft pastels in the background as well, and just, you know, not overwhelm myself with all of that empty space, which is what normally happens. I see a lot of empty space and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And I panic, but no, I've got a plan for that page. So let's just, you know, fingers crossed that I can pull it off. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty today. Okay. The next one is the Spooky Colouring Adventures of Witch Cat by Sarah Shevchak. And this is a current untouched book as well. This one's pretty new in my collection. And I've picked my favourite page in the book as one of my 26. I knew when I was planning my pages, before I'd even pulled books off the shelf, I knew that this was a page I wanted to do. And I can't wait. This is such a beautiful, beautiful book. The paper is gorgeous and the illustrations are just such an absolute dream. They're just so whimsical and adorable. So yeah, I cannot wait to come in and get working on this one. Okay, then we have this one. This is Townscapes, Animals, Variety Goods, Cakes, Flowers, Cooking and 5 Bears. And this is by Wakanakauchi. This is also a current untouched book, and this is from the Tokimeku series. And that is also a series of books that I would like to, you know, sort of work in a fair amount this year as well. And I have chosen this double page spread. Let me just move that one a moment. How stunning is this? I love it. I was gonna go for, where is it? Did I just go past it? Oh my goodness, please don't say I've gone past it. Yeah, I was gonna go for this one, but I've seen my gorgeous friend Kay over at Colouring with Kay. She has done this page and it is perfect. It is absolutely sublime, and seeing her work, and I'm just like, yeah, I might just put this on the back burner for now. So I have chosen this as a double page spread, and it looks like they're sort of getting ready for all their friends to come and visit. So we've got some of the little bears over here. This little one is sort of, you know, sweeping the path, getting all of that ready and looking wonderful. And then we've got this little one over here, hanging out laundry. And I absolutely love it. I think it is such a charming and whimsical double page spread. And I love the perspective of this page, that we've got sort of the house and these beautiful trees and things here a bit closer up, but then as we pan across here, just down here in this field next to the house, we've got another of the little birds, and we can see the line of laundry sort of disappearing down there into the distance. But then here we've got this tree here and this beautiful archway sort of closer. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and I just love the panoramic feel of this double page spread. And I would love to really be able to do this page justice. So I know that some of these pages, they're not going to get done in a month, you know, and I'll probably need longer, but that's fine. And like I said, if I don't get them all done, I don't get them done. But these are just some pages I would really love to visit this year. It's such a beautiful little book, so I cannot wait to do that one. That is, as you can probably tell, that is a double page spread I'm so excited about. Okay, the next one is the Loramia book by Eerie, and I haven't coloured a single thing in this book, which is an absolute, like, it's a travesty. So I had this one here flagged, but I do love that page. Do I want to keep that one in? Yeah, do you know what? I am going to keep that flag in. But as one of my 2026 pages, I have chosen, again, my favourite in the book. I don't normally like to do my favourite page first, but I just, after looking through the book, this is the one that really speaks to me. So I am going to be doing the Cotton Candy Hot Air Balloon. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one, and I can't wait to come in and do the background, and I can just see this by using my watercolour stippling technique. And I might try my Neo 2s and see how they perform, and see how they go on this paper. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, because the paper is really smooth. It's not super thick, but it is really smooth. So yeah, we'll see. But I can't wait to get that one done, and it'll feel really lovely to know that I've, you know, got some of these untouched books off my list and finally shown them some love, like they deserve. Then I have Romantic Gothic. This is by London Sirasaki, and I have chosen this page. So we've got these adorable two girls here, and it looks like they've got sort of like bubble machines. I just thought that was so cute. There is a lot of stunning images in this book, and the line art is kind of like a purpley grey, but some of them feel quite overwhelming, and others feel like they're for a particular season. Whereas I just thought this was really cute, and it's not one of the intimidating and super detailed and busy pages in the book. So I felt like this one was more approachable. I'm not sure what the paper in here is like to work on, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. But yeah, really cute. I do have bubble stickers that I purchased, I think, from Shein, and I think maybe some of those might look cute around the edges as well, but I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to overwhelm the page, but yeah, that is a really cute one. I can just imagine that in sort of like pastel tones, pastel colours. Oh, so cute. So that is that page from Romantic Gothic by London Sirasaki. Okay, and then I've pulled out Mythographic Rainbow Realms, and this is by Veronica Kalinska. And this is one of my untouched mythographic books, but I absolutely love it. And I hadn't have looked through this book for a while, so when I was looking through yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, I really need to pull this book out more. And so the page I've chosen in here is this one. So we've got the flamingos here with like these kind of waterfalls coming down. But I'm going to do these, of course, like rainbows. So this is going to be a ridiculously colourful page, but also one that I'm really, really excited about. And then we've got these clouds in the background. We've got sort of crystals with little flowers in, popping up through the water. And these little vines and things. So yeah, I think this will be a really, really lovely one to colour and really fun, and it doesn't feel anywhere near as intimidating as a lot of the other mythographic books and pages. But there was another page in here. Where is it? And I was like, ooh, I really kind of tempted by that one as well. Where is it? This one. This one at the front. But it made me think of the page that I coloured in Mythographic Mythical Beasts. Yeah, and I don't know, I can't help but think of how I coloured that page in the other book. So yeah, I thought, okay, let's just wait for this one and do this one instead. And I just think this is going to be amazing, and I can see lots of sort of like metallics and glitters and things on here as well, and really make it look just so fun and almost like dreamlike. So yeah, that'll be a really fun one, that one. The next one is let me see the name of the book, Cute Cat with Friends by LiQWYD. And again, this is an untouched book, and I went with this page here, and I just think that is so stunning. I was debating between this outdoor page or this indoor one, and to be honest, I still may change my mind, but yeah, this is gorgeous. The paper again is quite thin, but I don't know what it is with like the books from Amazon Japan, like they're Korean and Japanese books and things, but the paper feels beautiful even though it's not overly thick. Some paper does feel better than others, but I don't know, I just feel like maybe my Albrecht Dürer watercolour pencils might work really nicely on here, and then that will give me a really lovely soft base to work on top of and build shadows on top of as well. So yeah, I'd really like to get that one done, but this is just such an absolutely stunning book. So you can probably tell by, you know, this video, I have pulled out quite a lot of the Asian books in my collection. Look at that. They're all just breathtaking. They really are stunning in this book, and it makes me feel sad that I've got these, you know, outstanding books in my collection and yet they've not been worked in. Look at this little dude. Oh my gosh. And the hedgehogs. Oh, just irresistible, aren't they? Look at this. Oh my gosh, I need to stop. Okay, but yeah, this is one of my 26 pages. All right, my loves. I then have mine Reisedash Africa by Rita Berman, and she is going to be one of my focus artists for this year. But I have got, it's not quite a double page spread, but I'm going to be colouring it like one. And it is going to be these Egyptian pages. Now back along, I was asked to show you how I do my sort of like watercolor stippling technique. I've been asked so many times, and I also kind of want to show how I had done. I think I was asked to show how I did a background. I think it was using my gel crayons to give it sort of like an antique paper sort of look. So I'm hoping to use both of those techniques on these pages, and these are my favourite pages in the book. It's beautiful. I don't know what's happened to my copy though, but like, can you see? It's kind of like this here is like all come away from like that bit, so it doesn't quite sit right. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. The book it still works. I've only done 2 pages in here so far, which is this one, which I love. So proud of that page. And this one. This was my first page in the book. So I think it'll be really lovely to come in and get these done. I can't wait. I'm so excited for these. And as you can imagine, I think there's going to be a lot of gold, shiny goodness on these pages as well. So yeah, you will see these pages in a video that I work on showing you sort of how I do my watercolor stippling technique, and also how I had done a background on a previous page. So that is Mein Reisedash Africa by Rita Berman. Then I've pulled out Kawaii Tarot by Lulu Mayo, and I've only completed 1 page in this book, which was this one, The Magician. I look at it now and I do want to go back in and add like more shading and things. I did start shading the water down here, but I was just like, do you know what? By that point, I was like, no, I'm done. I'm going to call the page finished. But for 2026, I've selected the page just in front, and it is this one, The Fool. And I was debating between this one or the Hermit, because I think the Hermit is one of my favourite pages in this book. Where is it? This one. So I was kind of, you know, toing and froing between this page or this one, The Fool, and I decided to go for this one. But yeah, I think this will be so much fun to colour, and again adding, you know, some beautiful handmade watercolours and, you know, some glitter and all the good things that we absolutely love. So yeah, I'm excited to get this one started. And I think it would look really lovely as a mixed media page as well. So I think, you know, because it's not super intricate, I've got enough space to sort of, you know, explore different techniques and mediums and things. So yeah, that'll be a really good one. Okay, then we have Starnfall, which is Shooting Star by Maria Troller. This is my original copy of the book, where I had the incident with my page that I was trying to do for Earth Day April, this one, and I don't like it at all. And I just, yeah, I tried using so many different things on this purple background and I just wasn't liking any of it, and so I abandoned the page. I do plan on keeping her and these clouds, but the rest I think I'm going to collage over. But regardless, I have chosen this page here as one of my 26 because I'm still classing this as an untouched book, even though it's got technically got a whip in it. It is still untouched because it doesn't have a completed page in it. So I'd like to do this one. I just thought that was so lovely, and I can definitely have fun with these clouds and the scenery and things like that. So yeah, I thought that would be a really lovely one to do. And I guess depending on what season you're colouring, maybe you could adjust the colour palette. But yeah, I just thought that was a really, really pretty page. So that is Starnfall by Rita Bam. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, by Maria Troller. Oh, words. Okay. And then I've pulled out Leon's Journey by Kanoko Agusa. Now, if you've been here a while, you know this is a really big deal for me because her artwork terrifies me. I love it and I'm always enthralled by it, but I find it so intimidating. And I love this book so much, but I've been terrified to work in it, so it is untouched. But I was debating doing either this one, the title page, or you know, these little characters here, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna try and throw myself in at not quite the deep end, but you know, on a proper page, as it were. And I've chosen this one here with the 3 rectangular vignettes on it. And I don't know what it is, but I just kept coming back to this page when I was flipping through the book. So I thought, okay, maybe that's just a sign that, you know, this is the page I need to do. I'm hoping to get to this one in spring because we've got these beautiful little baby ducklings down here. I'm not a fan of colouring flowers. It's not my thing. And I feel like it doesn't have too many of them. I don't feel overwhelmed with flowers, which is a good thing. But yeah, we've got Leon here and he's chasing after the car that Lily was taken away in. So yeah, it's kind of sad because he's chasing her, like, you know, he's upset that they're taking his friend away, but at the same time they're just really beautiful. And I love the movement that Kanoko has captured with Leon. I just think it's beautiful. So I'll be tackling these. So let's see how that turns out, shall we? Okay, I've then pulled out Worlds of Wonder. This is my original copy, so I have got, you know, a fair bit done in here. But I have pulled out my favourite page in the book, or well, one of, and it is this one. This little kind of like, it's like a little tent, teepee sort of situation. And it's got a little tea party going on inside with cushions and things, and then we've got like little plant pots and some lanterns outside and bunting, and I just think it is so lovely. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this one done. It's just such a beautiful book. I was, you know, debating whether to do it in my original copy or whether to do it in my new copy, my second copy. But I thought, no, do you know what? I'm going to do it in here. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. I think it's so pretty. It just feels really cozy and kind of summery as well. Okay, I have then pulled out Green Portraits by Lana Green. This book was sent to me by my beautiful best friend Jane over at Coloured with Jane here on YouTube. She sent me this, I think, as a birthday present. It was birthday or Christmas, I can't remember. I do have a whip in here, which is this one, and I've just based her with alcohol markers at the moment, but I'm so intimidated by the artwork because of how beautiful it is. Do you guys get like that when the artwork is so beautiful? I mean, look at that. That is just perfection on a page, in my opinion. Her work is just like, there's no words to describe it. Do you know, looking at this page, she almost gives me guys, please correct me if you don't agree, you know, please let me know. But I don't know, she almost makes me think of Nancy from Stranger Things a little bit. Sort of the way her hair is kind of scooped and clipped here, and she's got like that gentle wave to it and a bit of a fringe that kind of sits a bit higher up. But yeah, anyway, I started her, but for this year I've chosen again my favourite in the book, and it's this one, and this is called Spring Cuddle. I love this page. I'm just really scared of the flowers. I can figure out, you know, a way to get them done and whatnot, but I'm just, flowers just intimidate me, and like I said, they're just not my favourite colour. So what do? Choose a page with loads on. But yeah, again, it's about kind of pushing myself and sort of testing my boundaries and pushing my comfort zone a little bit, you know. But yeah, Spring Cuddle, this one is called. And we've got some really gorgeous dragonflies here on the page as well. So we're going to have to sparkle up those wings, aren't we? That is a must-have, sparkly wings. Okay, and we're now down to the last 3 books. So the next one is actually a book that I've got pulled out for my plans this month for my birthday bash. This is a Disney Grand Classique by Hatchet Heroes, and this is a large square hardback book. And it is a whip as well, and it is this one. It is the Sword in the Stone page. I love the movie. I adore the characters. Madam Mim is one of my favourite villains. So this had to be in the 2026. And yeah, I'm really hoping to get this one done this month. So yeah, make some progress on that one, which will be great. And then in keeping with Disney, I've also pulled out this one. This is Coloriage de l'Avent by Hatchet Heroes. And again, this is a whip, but it is a big sort of pull out page. I might just need to shift that part of the book over, and it is this. I might need to zoom out a smidge as well. There we go. So it's this big Alice in Wonderland, huge double page pull out, and I'd love to get this finished this year. And even if I do on this one what I'm doing with the Story of Precious Cats Christmas page, and just sort of chip away at it, you know, a bit each month, and do it that way. So yeah, I've shaded all the darker green on the maze here, and then I've just based the King and Queen of Hearts, some of the playing cards, the Cheshire Cat, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So, but some of it is like really fine detail, so that would just be sort of like fine liner work, to be honest. And like these singing flowers down here, look how tiny they are. So again, that is definitely going to be a fine liner job. I did try a little bit of Dow and Inktense for the path to sort of give it like a wash of grey, and it, I don't know, just didn't, the paper didn't seem to like it very much, and it makes me a little bit nervous because I'm like, okay, what am I going to use for all the ground down here? But you know, I don't know. But I don't want to use alcohol markers because I like, you know, these bits on the background. I'm sorry, on the back of the pages. I mean, I've got a bleed through there just from water-based markers, to be honest. But yeah, I'd love to be able to get this one done, and that would be such a huge achievement. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that one. And then last but by no means least, this was a gift that I received the other day from My beautiful friend Jo over at Geordie Colours, bless her heart, she has sent me this book as a birthday gift, and I cried. It's so, oh, it's just a stunning, stunning book. And it is this one. It is the Lunar colouring book by Lydia Fenwick. I have her Oceans to Stars book, and that is just breathtaking, and this one is as equally so. And I'm just so excited to start in this book. And so the page that I have chosen is this one. I've chosen sort of like the larger portrait of for the year of the horse, which is what this year is, I believe. 2026, yeah, year of the horse. So we get 3 pages per you know, per animal. And so we get 3 pages for the horse. We've got this one. I mean, oh, her artwork is beautiful. This one, which I class as like our main portrait. And then again, this one. I just think they're beautiful, aren't they? But even now I'm like, because I do really like this as well. Okay, I'm going to keep my flag on the portrait for now, but it may be subject to change. I may change it to the page in front. But yeah, this book is exceptional. The images are just beautiful. And I cannot wait to see what Lydia creates next, because I definitely think she will be one of those artists that will be an auto buy for me. So yeah, I will be doing this one for Year of the Horse. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, beautiful. So that is it. That is my colouring plans for 2026, and also my 26 pages for 2026. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video as much as I have filming it. So now it is time for me to put these books back on the shelf, and yeah, knuckle down, get some colouring done, and hopefully, fingers crossed, have a little bit of quiet time this evening to be able to get a little bit of colouring done, because I feel like I haven't coloured in a few days, so I'd really like to be able to do that. Yeah, thank you again so incredibly much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, stay safe, my loves, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.